Ladies and gentlemen out there in Derby News Network Landia, hang on to your hats and glasses. Keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle because this here is the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Boy, howdy. It's game time here at Dust Devil 2011. We got the Carolina Roller Girls taking the track right now. The first official intros of the weekend, I believe.
It's true, Dump Truck.
Number one versus number two in the seed. They both made it to the show.
Yes. For once, the seeding has worked out this weekend. Carolina seeded number one. Tucson seeded number two. I know Tucson would definitely like to take home, but keep the trophy here, actually. It wouldn't have to go anywhere.
It's easy to tote around that way.
Yep.
So you've been able to call a lot of the games for Tucson. What have you been seeing through their progression from yesterday through today?
Well, you know, they started with really smart play. They've continued to play very smart, strategic game, definitely with a lot of focus on jammer offense, which is something that I haven't been seeing from a whole lot of teams out here this weekend. The teams that are most successful are the ones that aren't leaving their jammers hanging. So they are really able to not just focus on defense, also focus on offense and switch back and forth very, very quickly.
So a little bit of backstory about both of these leagues. They are two of the original 30, which you're very familiar with yourself.
I am.
They were here at the first Dust Devil, obviously. Second Dust Devil. They've both been around for a long time. They've been ranked at the top of the game, at the middle of the game, never at the bottom. So you're seeing a lot of heritage on the track today.
Yes, there's a lot of history, a lot of experience on the track. I love watching skaters like Helen Wheels, Sammy Automatic, Roxy Rocket is back with the Carolina Roller Girls. And now your hostesses with the Mosesses taking the track for their intros, the Tucson Saddle Tramps.
What a fantastic tournament they have thrown this weekend. They picked a perfect hotel and venue combination. The Hotel Arizona is not even a 45-second walk out the door from the convention center. It makes life so easy.
Yes, I love actually that little jaunt from the hotel to here is very nice. It's full of fountains and sunshine. It's a very fabulous little breezeway.
It's like a zen moment before Derby breaks out.
It is very zen. I'm disappointed, however, at the lack of people in the fountains outside. It's hot. Why is no one swimming in the fountain?
I have a feeling that will be going down all night long because it's the first time any of these leagues have had freedom to indulge into some adult beverages and libations.
Oh, man, you are right. These ladies have been working so hard this weekend. It's the third game in 2 days for both the Saddle Tramps and Carolina. Some of these teams playing 4 games this weekend. That is a lot, and it's not like easy breezy derby. Like there are a lot of hard hits. It's very physical, and I'm sure that they're nursing some bruises.
Well, that's what the beer's for.
Yes, it helps a lot.
I actually saw 2 ACDG skaters, a group that owns my heart at this moment. They were taking their skates off in line to get beer.
Yes.
They're like, look, beer. Hang on, I can't have them with my skates on. So they're taking them off. By the time they got to the front of the line, they had the biggest smiles on their faces.
They have their priorities. Taking third place in the tournament, the Hollywood Scarlets, they did play a very close game with Silicon Valley. I was kind of surprised. Silicon Valley seeded 12th coming into this tournament, clearly proving they did not belong in that 12th seed.
Yeah, a lot of the way the seeding went had to do with like tournament experience and this and that and the other, which I totally understand is valid, and you're not going to get it down 100%.
And it looks like we are about ready to start this bout between number 1 and number 2 seeds. Bianca Troll, number 11, with the Jammer Star for Tucson.
And Holly Wanna Crack Ya, no stranger to the jammer helmet panty at all for the Carolina Roller Girls.
No stranger to the jammer panty, no stranger to the fanny pack.
Fanny pack of power.
I think that's what's in her fanny pack. Look, she's even wiggling it to show us.
That's what it was.
And they're off.
Pack pretty spread out, moving at a decent pace. Holly Wanna Crack Ya, the first one to reach to the back.
Tucson definitely likes to keep that back wall. That has been something that they've been doing all weekend long. This, no different. They like to hang out in the back, trap the jammer early on, and see what their jammer can do up front with the Carolina defense.
Yeah, these two leagues are going to be pulling out a lot of strategy. They've been doing this a very long time. They watch a lot of film, and there's some of the subjects of film watching all over the country.
They sure are. I think are both of these teams in the Hell on Wheels documentary?
I have no idea.
I know Tucson is involved a little bit, but I don't think maybe Carolina's not, but Yeah, both leagues been around a long time. They know a thing or two about this game called roller derby.
Holly Winnicrackia is still stuck in the back of the pack. As you were saying earlier, Tucson likes to hold a jammer, and they've been able to do that against Holly so far.
It's true, and Bianca Troll is up there trying to get around that last Carolina blocker. Not really able to do it. She has picked up 3 points and not lead jammer, so very smart call by Holly Winnicrackia, calling off the jam before she can score that 4th point. Just kidding. She did score 4 points.
Look at the scoreboard now. TRD Saddle Tramp with 4. The CRG All-Stars 0. Obviously a whole lot of game to go.
Whole lot of game.
Whole lot of.
I'm seeing a whole lot of silver helmets, too. I really like when teams have matching helmets.
You know, they look like a uniformed unit.
Do.
And they look a lot more intimidating that way.
They look classy.
Keeping it classy here in Tucson, Arizona.
It's true.
The Saddle Tramps.
Speaking of classy, Sammy Automatic, number 22, jamming for the Saddle Tramps.
She is a classy lady.
Yeah.
And speaking of amazing, which we weren't speaking of, Discordia is jamming for the Carolina Roller Girls as she gets through at the apex of turns 3 and 4. She's going to be your lead jammer.
It's longtime vet versus longtime vet. They're jamming. Eris Discordia has been around, I think, as long as I can remember. I believe she was at the very first dust level. I remember skating and losing to her.
Boy, in the early days, a lot of people remember losing to Carolina.
Yes, they were a force to be reckoned with. Still, obviously, proving themselves this weekend as a force to be reckoned with. Eris Discordia picking up lead, picking up 4 points, calling off the jam.
All right, we got a tie score. Drink up and be somebody. This is DNN, and you're watching it live here at Dust Devil 2011 in sunny Tucson, Arizona.
It is sunny. It is sunny. And I think I am going to have a sip of something and be somebody.
It's about time. That's all I got to say.
It's about time.
It is about time. I hate you. You're more clever than me. It's not fair.
No, it's not true.
It actually is.
Okay, we'll find out at the after party who's more clever.
I don't get to drink tonight.
You're right. You know, you're being so responsible, Dump Truck. I'm really proud of you.
It's weird, right?
Yes.
Holly Winnicrackia jamming for the Carolina Roller Girls. Bust through at turn 3. She's going to be your lead jammer, owning the jam clock.
She is owning the clock. It's true. And Bianca Troll, number 11, having a little bit of a rough time there with the Carolina defense, but she is working on it still.
Holly looks like she's just kind of owning it in general. She hits the back of the pack, starts to the inside line, and does a crisscross that goes to the outside.
Yes.
By the time she gets down with the straightaway, picks up 5 points. It's a grand slam for the Carolina Roller Girl.
You know, Holly Winnicrackia has got that confidence. Like, if you want to talk about Derby Girl attitude, Holly Winnicrackia has got it. She is all about the mind game on the track. She knows she can own you, and she shows it.
She's doing it now. Second grand slam
Yes.
of this jam. Wow. I call that 3. 15 points so far. Godzilla, that happened in no time at all. The previous jam that she was jamming in, she couldn't really get through and be effective to the very end where she got lead jammer, called it off to kind of stop the bleeding a little bit.
Yep.
And now she's picking up 15 points. Can we make it 20?
I think we're making it a couple more at least. And, you know, maybe it was just first jam jitters in that first jam she was in. Sometimes you just got to work out the kinks there in the first jam. And that's it.
There you go.
That's a 20-point jam.
20-point jam, 24-4. Carolina now on top. 25 minutes, 15 or so seconds to go.
15 or so seconds to go.
That's right. It's true.
It's true. While this is happening, Fast Girl University is in Japan currently hosting a clinic for the Okinawa girls, Derby girls. That would be Carmen Getsum and Wiley Peyote, and I'm not sure if Eric Rock is over there, but anyway, Fast Girl University knows things about roller derby, and they can teach you all their secrets. FastGirlU.com.
How dope is that? Going to
super
Japan
dope.
for roller derby?
Oh yeah, getting to travel for roller derby is really, really cool.
It is a lot of fun. Nobody has more fun than we do, and we're just going to talk about it all day long.
That's what they pay us the big bucks for, Dump
That's
Truck.
right. That's why we go broke for this stuff.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Eris Discordia jamming for Carolina. She is your lead jammer, starting her first scoring run of this jam.
And it looks like Bianca Troll still having a tough time there.
131 DVS with a nice little push on Eris Discordia, trying to give her some more momentum as she was taking some hits there. Eris does get recycled.
She is, however, scoring, and Bianca Troll about half a lap back. didn't have a chance to pick up any points for Tucson.
3 for Carolina, 0 for Tucson that last jam. Carolina now starting to push away a little bit.
Push it out.
That's right. That is so gross.
It's like working it out. You know about that.
Only private.
Look, on the jammer line, 18-year-old Lindsay Loblow for the Tucson Saddle Tramps, a recent graduate of the Junior Derby program.
She's not the only one that's graduated from the Tucson Junior Derby program that has turned out to be really awesome. There is a skater known as Loose Bandit
Yeah.
who skates with the Texecutioners.
Yes, she does.
Who is fantastic.
Dude, I really am kind of in awe and kind of afraid of the future of roller derby. These girls are going to be robots. They're going to be machines skating from like 10 years old until they finally, skating for 8 years before you finally start skating in the WFTDA league. You're going to be insane.
Yeah, extremely deadly. And we're showing you how now.
There you go. Lindsay Lobo knows all about that. She is your lead jammer for the Saddle Tramps.
JoJo Gidget trying to break her way through the pack for the first time, while Loblow has already met back up with the pack. She starts her scoring pass on the outside of the straightaway, finds the inside line at the apex, and now Carolina's speeding things up quite a bit.
Quite a bit. It looked like the entirety of the Saddle Tramp pack fell and unintentionally split the pack, making it pretty easy to get that 20-foot call, and 4 points for Lindsay Loblow.
4 points for the Saddle Tramps. 26 now. Carolina with 8 for the Saddle Tramps. 22-17 exactly to go.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I like to be exact.
Schmear. I don't even know what that was. Snarf.
Snarf, snarf, snarf.
Thundercats, roller derby ho.
Ho. Speaking of ho, hi Taekwondo Ho.
Heart pumping for that one.
I love my captain. Beyond Control, number 11.
And number 6 for Carolina, Thrashley finds the inside line in turn 2 and busts through quick and in a hurry. Not going to be lead jammer, a minor track cut there. So the goal here for Tucson is to get lead jammer status and shut it down.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to have that. And she does exactly that. It's like you're predicting the future, dump truck.
If I'm not careful, I might convince people I know a little bit about roller derby.
I don't believe it.
Well, good. I've been fooling one person.
I have decided this weekend, I have learned actually that I know nothing about roller derby.
I learned long ago that you know nothing about anything in general. That's why I like having you next to me, because I sound so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are we the meanest to the people we like the most? Well, how does that work?
We only hurt the ones we love.
That's right. Intentionally.
So when I punch you repeatedly,